Ladies and gentlemen, hit subscribe and share this segment everywhere. It's very important. Donald Trump, the Orange Al Capone, is going to get indicted. How do we know this? Look, yesterday there was an article that got me very upset on NBCnews.com. The federal probe into Hunter is going as it should, with his dad being hands off. And I said, why would our beloved president be hands-off when he should be as hands-on, indicting Trump for undermining democracy, the Constitution, inflating his net worth, elevating the valuations of his buildings and properties in New York, a city that isn't known for high real estate values, stormy, obviously being installed by the Kremlin, being an authoritarian, USFL, everything. There's a million things that you can do. Let's not get into January. And he's repeating the same lies again to undermine the fabric of everything good within our democracy and within our Constitution. He's doing it again with impunity, but no longer. Yesterday I got upset. I was reading NBC News said that Merrick Garland wasn't being influenced by our beloved President Joe Biden. Fantastic, amazing president. Our economy is booming. President Joe Biden and his administration are putting on a master's class in ethics in the federal investigation into the business dealings of his son. So he's now an artist. And the White House said that his artist son could sell paintings, and we wouldn't know who was giving him money for his amazing artwork. Not since Picasso have we seen somebody so fantastic. That was an NBC News article yesterday. You want to know what we learned today? Something that you need to share this. Trump is getting indicted. He ruined and undermined democracy and the republic and everything good. He stole Christmas. Everything you could think of is what he did. Al Capone's vault, do you know why there was nothing there? Because Trump stole it. He stole whatever was in there. Biden wish for Trump prosecution leaked as Democrats mount pressure campaign on DOJ. Fantastic. Mazel tov. Amazing. The best thing you could hear in your whole life. Thank God. He's undermined the fabric of he's torn everything, all the norms that we've had from Watergate to WMD, these fantastic norms. Trump, with his record low unemployment, record low Black and Latino unemployment, Doha Agreement, First Step Act, Abraham Accords, being the first president to step foot in North Korea. The man was installed by the Kremlin. We know that from the Steele dossier. It doesn't matter that it was purchased from Clinton and the DNC. They might have cheated Bernie Sanders, but they didn't do that to Trump. Okay? Our democracy is predicated upon them cheating Bernie Sanders, but definitely not doing that against Donald Trump. Biden wish for Trump prosecution leaked as Democrats mount pressure campaign. Good. Pressure. Full court press by Daniel Shayton, deputy news editor, and Jerry Dunleavy, Justice Department reporter. April 2nd, 2022. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Share this segment. Merrick Garland is finally going to grow a spine. And he's going to indict the Orange Al Capone of our generation. The man has continually committed crimes left and right. He's an authoritarian, and I've purged myself of anyone who would even think of voting for Trump. Not only do I not have any Trumpers as friends, I even purged lifelong Democrats who claim to vote for Biden, who I think thought that one day they might vote for Trump. I've purged them also. So they're no longer in my life. I don't want to you-know-what with them ever again. A new report claims Joe Biden has told people he wants former Donald Trump to be prosecuted. The leak was published in the New York Times on Saturday as Democrats mount increasing pressure on the Justice Department. You went from master class. There was a master class. You know those classes on you want to learn more about the solar system. You want to learn more about stocks. And you get like Warren Buffett to teach you. Well, this was a master class. Yesterday it was a master class in ethics. Today, one day later, the New York Times reports that the leak was published in the New York Times on Saturday as Democrats mount increasing pressure on the Justice Department to take action against Trump and people within his orbit. He organized in a meticulous manner the events that took place on the worst day in U.S. history. The worst day, Pearl Harbor. No. That was the worst day. Of course, that summer had similar days, but not nearly as bad. Trump deliberately, when he spoke to people that day in January, what happens in the minds of Trumpers is they have a homing beacon. When Trump speaks, the sound waves go into the mind of impressionable, gullible Trumpers who are basically mindless. And they, like lemmings, listen to Trump. And so Trump said peaceful, march peacefully, and that meant obviously go into offices, take laptops, and overthrow democracy. And that doesn't happen in other countries. He deliberately organized everything. The Federal Bureau of Investigation said that they didn't find anything, they didn't really find any information that could point to him organizing anything. But so what? The Democrats in Congress right now, battling wealth inequality and pushing for Medicare for all and all these wonderful things. On the back burner, they have this January thing, this panel that showed Trump organized. Trump spoke to people. There's lots of emails. In fact, I think Don Jr. left a laptop in a drunken stupor, probably, in some place in Mar-a-Lago. And all the information is within. Well, we know there's a 7-hour gap. The 7-hour gap indictment. You could have indicted him on that. He pressured people all over the country. You could have indicted him on that. You could have charged him and prosecuted him for a number of things. The man is, he is a criminal. He doesn't repent. He is mean. He insults people. He took the money from that photographer. He's a mean, horrible, nasty person. And Merrick Garland now, through pressure, remember when Trump was pressuring the Department of Justice to go after all these wonderful people, beautiful people like James Comey and Andrew McCabe and Peter Strzok and the lovely Lisa Page and all of these wonderful people. Remember when Trump was trying to, like an authoritarian, go after the people who tried to protect our democracy from influence from another country? Do you know what the Kremlin did? They deliberately hacked into the DNC to inform the country that Bernie Sanders was cheated. They made Hunter leave his laptop at a computer repair store, and now we know he enriched himself. Well, why did we know he enriched himself using his father's name? We know this because another country wants us to know this. Don't you understand? Don't you understand? Everything bad about the Democratic Party is something that Putin wants you to know. But you're not smart enough to understand, are you? You're not smart enough to understand exactly what our adversaries are doing. This is a classic Kremlin move. They want you to know bad things about the Democrats, so you don't vote for the Democratic Party, thus undermining our democracy and elevating a president who presided over record low unemployment and amazing foreign policy achievements. That, my friends, is the epitome of the end, the unraveling of democracy, of our republic, of our Constitution. So hit subscribe to this channel right now. I'll put the link below. It's in the New York Times. It's in the Washington Examiner. Merrick Garland is going to indict Donald Trump for unraveling and dismantling and destroying and undermining democracy, decency, our republic, and our norms, and our trusted institutions. In addition to what he did with Stormy, in addition to what he did with the Kremlin being installed, in addition to what he did asking other countries for help to inform us of the democratic corruption. Hit subscribe to this channel right now. Finally, Merrick Garland has grown a spine. And it's too bad that media always goes to bat for Trump.